on ground. The entire Nigerian media space has been bought. And it's a shame. It's a shame that people can no more afford to live for the masses. Is uncalled for. Mr. Jobson, please unmute and speak, because I'm just depressed and demoralized by all this negativity coming out from various states. It's so sad. My people were ignorantly taken aback by, they emotionally supported Reverend Alia, thinking maybe he will be different. But nothing good is in APC. Even if you bring Jesus Christ into APC, they will corrupt him. APC is a demonic party. It will never be well with anyone in APC, because their mission is very clear. It's not for the people of Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Due Process. You have spoken well. And I want to start by saying this evening, that Nigeria political leaders, in fact, the APC government leaders, are sadists. They are real sadists. These are the people who derive happiness from other people's misfortune. It's very, very bad. I totally condemn the killings in Benue. See, since on Friday night, this way I am saddened, I just wish I'm an indigene of Benue. That is number one. Two, I just wish there is something I could do to make sure that we burn down the entire Nigeria. It's very, very obvious. You can't sit down there in that Aso Rock. All of you will sit down in Abuja, and somebody's children.
Mr. Jefferson, point of correction. If you are burning down the entire country, there's nothing makes you different from what we are complaining about. We cannot allow two wrong can never make a right.
Listen to me, Mr. Christian. Listen to me, Mr. Christian. Did you know?
What we are advocating for is very clear, is for the government to do the needful, destroy every camp of the terrorists, and destroy anything that has to do with terrorism in Nigeria. That is all we stand for. But burning down the country is not what we stand for as COPDEM People's Parliament. I think that has to be put out.
I want to categorically tell you this evening, because the way I am very, very annoyed. There is this picture of a child. When I analyze that picture, I believe the child should not be more than 7 years. As far as I'm concerned, it will not go to that level. The killing of that innocent boy was the worst things I've ever seen in my life, because if you see the way they cut the boy head through his ear, you discover this innocent boy was sleeping. He doesn't know anything. And this young boy, these are the futures of tomorrow. These are the leaders of tomorrow we are shouting. And these same leaders of tomorrow are being killed innocently, and nobody is talking about it. And nobody is doing anything about it. Watching that boy alone, lying on the floor with the way they macheted this young boy, please, I have no respect for any leaders in this country as far as I'm concerned. Because, see, I must tell you, I'm angry. Where is the human value we have in Nigeria as a nation? Where is the human value we have as a government who practices democratic system of government in Nigeria? What is the human value we are putting in place to make sure that no life is being lost anyhow? What is the value of what we are putting in place to make sure that people don't die of any attacks by hoodlums, headers, or so-called terrorists? Nigeria government are not putting the lives of the people into consideration. Nigeria government, led by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, are not thinking about how the lives of every innocent citizen is being lost in this country. What is the big sin these children committed? What is their crime? What happens to these children can happen to even my own children if I did not take action today. This boy was sleeping.
Mr. Jobson, the bone of the contention here is that APC never meant well for the people of Nigeria. You understand? And APC, as far as they continue in power, whether you like the opposition candidate or not, is not what we are discussing about. As far as APC continue to hold power in Nigeria, there can never be peace. They create all these things, all this mess that we are into. So the only way out for Nigerians is to do everything humanly possible to take out APC.
All right, thank you. APC-led governments, they are in power today. I must tell you, they are the government today. The oppositions has never come to power, and we should be able to condemn the party and its leaderships. That is just the facts. We don't need to keep quiet again. APC, led by President Ahmed Bola Tinubu and the so-called Gandola, should be questioned how and what they have for Nigeria. How are they managing the system of Nigeria that people are being killed day by day?
Exactly. That's the question Nigerians should be
Are you
asking.
getting me now? These are the questions we are asking them, and nobody is coming out. Imagine a president of this country. Over 200 innocent souls were killed in Benue. And this same president is holding a meeting with the so-called G5 former governors, the likes of Wike, Akume, and others. The same day this scenario happens in Benue, he's holding a meeting with the G5. The following day he's holding meeting. That is to tell you that President Ahmed Bola Tinubu did not put the lives of Nigeria into consideration, or he doesn't value the life of Nigerians. And that is why we are telling everybody in this whole country, please, on no occasion should APC and its whatever they call themselves come to power again 2027. And on the aspect of protesters being arrested in Benue, I want to question the credibility of Governor Alia. What is the credibility of Governor Alia? Is he compromising, or is just being silent in order not for him to be removed from that office? Because I was reading a trending story this afternoon where he suspended his chief of staff and his, I think, other person, press secretary or the likes. That is to tell you that what is the credibility of this man being a reverend father? You came to power.
We went ahead to suspend them on grounds that they joined the Benue
Protesters.
Yes.
That is to tell you that the credibility of Governor Alia needs to be questioned.
It needs to be questioned.
That is just the fact. And you arresting youth, if they arrested any youth, even one in that state, it should be the first person to come against these police officers who did such. And ever since yesterday, I was waiting for that press conference for him to make sure that those youths are released. But now, nothing is being done about it, and everybody just keep quiet. What is actually happening in Benue? Governor Alia, I'm calling you in particular now. What is your credibility, and what are you doing to make sure that your people are not being killed like rats every day again? What are you doing to stop the innocent life that is being lost in your state as a governor? If you join APC and APC they are not allowing you to rule your state, please resign from your office. For you to resign, is better to protect your people and to protect your own image as a reverend father. We are calling you to resign, please, if you cannot handle the situation of Benue. The people are clamoring for their protection, but you are not doing anything as a governor. I will not say you are doing anything, because if I say you are doing anything, this life that are dying in Benue, you should be able to come out and take a word press conference against Nigeria government so that they will know you are not part of this. Please, I would like to stop because I'm so pissed off about the issue of this Benue, honestly speaking. Thank you.
Beyond being pissed off, I've been demoralized. As a matter of fact, I'm tired. Every time we discuss killings in Plateau, killings in Benue, killings in Kwara has joined the league now, killings in Nasarawa, place in Enugu. Imo is part of the regulars. It's so sad that these are the trending stories that come up for a country that meant to develop. How can Nigeria ever develop? If there is no miracle around it, you cannot watch injustice thrive in your country and you expect development. It will never happen. We will all continue to go down together. Nigeria as a country is going down because we sit on injustice. Today, as I speak to you, people go around their businesses, nothing spoiled. The lives in Benue is not their family, they don't care. Forgetting that we are all victims waiting to happen. Please, if you're on this space, if you're part of this program on Zoom, feel free to unmute and have your contribution. Meanwhile, for those who are joining us online, if you want to have a call in to make your contribution on these two topics we are looking into today, please call the number, COPDEM landline 080 62557980. I repeat, 080 62557980. And we'll continue with the conversation. Mr. Bonifo, and we have another guest in the studio. I think Faith. Faith, would you want to speak? If you want to speak, please unmute the mic and have your contribution. Let's get to hear from you how you feel about the latest ugly development in Benue State, how the people of Benue have been suffering from Fulani, unexpected, uncalculated attacks that have become a repeated decimal of genocide. Please, if your environment is calm enough and you would like to have your say on the topic, please unmute and have a say. Welcome to COPDEM People's Parliament. Faith, who fought? Are you available to speak? Oh, sorry, it seems she's not available. So, Mr. Boniface, please, on the final notes. As a body, we are advocating that Governor Alia, Tinubu, Shetima, they are all a bunch of failure and they should give way. They should resign their appointment. They should resign from office. We all know that Tinubu, as a matter of fact, he bought his way into Aso Villa. And he took advantage of the docility of the Nigerian people. I bet you 2027 will be a different ballgame. Anybody that is planning to rig should also plan to die. The trending slogan now is rig and die. You can't come and take away and dash away the hope of the people and expect to work out majestically. It will never happen come 2027. Now we understand that the electoral umpire, which is INEC, will not be willing to do the will of the people. We understand we don't even have the courts to run to at the end of the day. So the best thing for the Nigerian people is all man on its own. We have to take charge of our polling units and ensure that we force INEC to honor and abide by our own rules and regulations, our own bylaws. We force INEC to follow her own rules from 2027. Let me share an insight. During the 2015 general election, to those who feel it's not possible, Tinubu is powerful, if he could do it while he was outside, how much more can he do it when he's inside? Foul. 2015, Jonathan was in power, and they attempted to ensure that the election go his way, but then the will of the people override the power, the few that are in power. How do they achieve it? As a polling officer, I arrive at the polling units and with all the electoral materials unknown to us, the SPO, which is the supervisor of the ward. She held back the original results sheet. She did not give it to us. And when we asked, she was like, she is going to bring it to the polling unit. But we should just go ahead and commence the election. When we arrived at the polling unit, the original result sheet. We said, well, our SP will be coming with it before we conclude the election. That was what we were told. They say, foul. No way. We are not going to commence the election. Neither are we going to be allowed to return back to the INEC office. That's how they gave us what I can best describe as polling unit arrest for 3 whole days. I could not bathe. We remain at the polling unit. We eat bread and coke throughout 3 days. They serve us their food. I could not eat their kind of food, but I don't have choice. I was also scared if they put something in the food for me. So I stick to coke and bread for 3 days. This is how we survive it. At the end of the day, the SPO had no choice. She ended up bringing, she brought the original result sheet to each and every one of the polling officers across the polling units. She gave it back to us. So her plan originally was to rig the election, right? Such that whatever we did at the polling unit will not count. It is what she eventually entered that will count as the result. But when the people stood in unity and said, no, you must do this, they arrested us in the polling unit without the help of a soldier, without the help of the police or civil defense. Civilians arrested INEC officials and ensured that they comply with what we are supposed to do. So why am I saying this? Anybody that is telling you that Jagaban is powerful, is this, is that, money will fail on 2027. Everybody should be hopeful and get involved. We keep talking about 2027, not because we are prioritizing it over those that are dying, but because that is the only legit angle, the only legit opening where we can truly rescue our people. Because as it is today, you cannot take over power from a sitting president. It will become a coup. So the only legit means to rescue Nigeria is 2027. Whether we like it or not, no matter what happens, we continue to talk about it. Our people must be aware that there is a window to new Nigeria, and that window is not in APC. We have to do everything humanly possible to bury APC. Otherwise, they will bury Nigeria the way they are already burying people in various states. And some of the implication of this mass killing, some people don't understand the traditional implication. When a father dies or when a mother dies, there are traditional rites that are supposed to be performed. All this mass killing, who is taking charge? The children will become victims of a lot of things that if they are not done, they become problem. Number of goats that need to be killed for a disease, all these things are traditional rites. Who are responsible for observing these traditional rites? For this mass killing, at the end of the day, the children, they become victims of circumstance. Ladies and gentlemen, deaths in Nigeria have a wider implication traditionally. And this whole thing affects the development of our people. It leads to a lot of untimely deaths that affect the younger generation. On this note, we'll be wrapping up tonight's program. Thank you for being part of COPDEM People's Parliament as a simple way to express our collective dissatisfaction and condemnation of the APC ruling party that they have completely failed Nigeria. They have failed themselves. If at all they have any iota of shame, they should be covering their face in shame, because there is no anything good that they have brought to the Nigerian table other than death, hunger, starvation, destruction, nothing good from APC. So we must come together collectively and ensure that we bring down the flag of APC in Nigeria. We bury it for life. Never again should any state contemplate giving APC a chance, because peace is very precious. You never can tell who is next. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. See you same time tomorrow, and have a lovely evening. From me in the studio, I'm Mr. Akko Christian Ochel, otherwise known as Due Process. Thank you, my guests, for being part of tonight's program. Till I come your way tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m. Have a lovely night rest, and bye-bye. Mr. Jefferson, Mr. Jefferson, and Mr. Bonifor, thank you for.
Yes, thank you. Good night, everyone.
Good night. Bye-bye. Faith, I think maybe your background, you could not speak. Tomorrow we look up to you making your contribution. For me, it's good night. All right, bye-bye.